Yeah, and I'll tell you what, we're looking at a decent week this week, and we may well be beginning of next week looking at that as a real possibility. Let's start with this, though. This is Santa Fe, Dick, about an hour ago. Yeah.
Looks like the tropics.
Tell you what, we finally got some big-time rain there, and as you mentioned before, and we were off air talking about this, last week in Santa Fe was a decent week for rain. This week, and you can see it if you just take a minute to look at this picture, and Adriana sent this picture in to us, and she does a great job with her pictures. You can see sort of a channel there, which leads in through the trees, which is filled with water, too. So up in Santa Fe, we've seen some issues with a lot of arroyo flooding here and a lot of road flooding as well. Winds backing off, rain backing off, hail backing off. So things are going to improve in this area, but it is good to see the rain, and it's definitely going to mean lower fire danger within the city different. Now, as far as what's going on here in the Albuquerque area, we've had some storms around and building over the mountains, but a lot of them stuck along the east side and hugged the spine of either the Sandias or Manzanos. And now we're seeing just some partly to mostly cloudy skies out there right now. We'll continue with that chance of showers, though, and the flash flood warning continues for another few minutes for up in Santa Fe, but that's eventually going to be lifted because the storms are backing off in that area. And you can see we have showers in the area here in the metro, especially out on the west side, but for the most part, things are quieting down, at least for now. And up in Santa Fe, that storm sort of just rained itself out right over the city, and now we're seeing things quiet down. We do still have some showers, though, over a good portion of the northern mountains from Jemez Springs stretching back up toward Cuesta, picking up some storms right now. Pretty good day for showers across the board. We're also seeing some storms and light to moderate rain showers mixed in along the I-25 corridor between Raton and Springer and across southwestern New Mexico. Pretty favored area here. South central sections just north of Socorro picking up some heavy rain, and around the TRC Elephant Butte areas we're picking up heavy rain as well. Areas that badly need the rain too, and as you get up around Silver City, well, we picked up storms there, and now things starting to die down. 91 in the metro, where we haven't had a whole lot of rain, right within the core of the city. East-southeast winds 25, gusting to 31. Temperatures anywhere from the 70s where we've had rain to the 90s where we haven't. Down to the south, same sort of deal. 70s, 80s, and 90s. Silver City, one of the cool spots. Showers, and take note of this because we're going to have it over the past couple of days. We've seen it. We're going to see it for the next few. Northeast to southwest. That's the way these storms are oriented, and that's what we're going to get. High pressure is actually locked in over the state here, so it changes some of the storm movement this week. Storm movement's not going to be as fast, so we'll see some areas like Santa Fe today get some flooding rains out of one thunderstorm. Meanwhile, other areas will see some storms form out of the mountains and creep into the valleys. Now, by later on in the week and into the weekend, we will start to see some of those changes. We'll start to open up the door for a little more moisture here, but high pressure has to shift for us from over the states to our east, and that's going to be the key, and that looks like over the weekend that'll happen. So not a bad crop of storms over the next couple of days. Northeast to southwest, as you can see, for tomorrow, and another round coming up for Wednesday. So overall, not bad at all, but we'll get even better, it looks like, late in the weekend and into next week. Let's quickly hit your regions here. Temperatures for the most part 80s and 90s across southern Colorado with a thunderstorm chance, especially over the mountains. Not as good a shot across the northwest, with temperatures for the most part high 90s in Farmington, really hot. Good chance at showers southwest over the next few days with temperatures in the low 90s around Silver City, 97 Roswell, 93 Hobbs. Not as much storm activity here. Good crop of storms again for tomorrow up to the northeast with scattered storms, and same deal over the northern mountains. Good crop of storms here. Temperatures anywhere from the 70s all the way up into the 90s. East Mountains, temps going to top out in the low 90s for tomorrow with mountain thunderstorms. And here in the metro, a passing storm or two will be a possibility over the next couple of days, especially in the afternoon. Extended forecast, temperatures hanging in that low 90s, right about where they should be.
Thanks, sir.